Thank you, that's a little bit better. And you can see my keyboard too. Look at you. Gonna put that in there. And then I'm just using white thread because this is all gonna be on the inside. If I like actually quilt the top of it, I will potentially use colored thread, but we're just gonna thread the machine. We're gonna swoop that bobbin thread up. Good to go. I just saw like a little hack. I'm on quilting TikTok now and quilting Instagram, and I'm not mad about it, okay? Yes, go be productive. I believe in you. I saw a little hack called a leader in an ender so that you don't have to worry about clipping your threads on things, and also like test your, tension before you start sewing, all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna start to do that today. I'm gonna start to use one of these things. It's just like a piece of scrap. I have just a piece of scrap like muslin or cotton here. And literally I'm just gonna test it. We're gonna test and see how the microphone picks up the sewing machine too. It does a little bit, but it's really not bad. So unless someone complains, I'm not gonna bother muting my microphone every single time I start sewing. Because I will truly forget to unmute every single time. And I'm just gonna grab like 2 pieces or a couple stacks at a time, and then I will start sewing them together. We're gonna do each diamond. We'll do 2 pairs for each diamond, and I'll like put them up. So they actually have to be sewn like this on one straight edge, because then when we unfold it, it'll make like a long strip. And so we're gonna start it. Am I gonna use pins for this? Nope. Am I gonna regret that? We'll find out. Maybe I should use pins. I'm gonna use 1 pin for it. And then we're doing a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance on all of this, I believe. Let me check my pattern. I also, oh, I have it in a command. Oh, I spelled pattern wrong. You didn't see that. Here, I'll just pin it. So in our pattern, it doesn't say, but 1/4 inch seam allowance is standard. So I'm going to assume that it is a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So the end of like my foot from my needle to my to the end right there is a 1/4 of an inch. And so I'm just gonna line it up with the side of my presser foot, which I also have like a seam gauge right there, which I can always take off if it blocks too much. But we're really just gonna do that. We're gonna do that for like 500 times. And again. I found this pattern by looking on Etsy, not Etsy. I was looking on Etsy. By looking on Pinterest mainly. And then I'm chaining these where I'm not even like cutting the thread in between them. I'm gonna keep on sewing to save thread. I'm chain piecing.